pull up my goals and lists. And, I mean, I'm ready to go if everyone else is.
Yep, same.
Yep.
Sure.
Alrighty. So, when last we left off, you guys had finally gotten Haley to safety. And, decided to head home after a very, very brutally eventful day. And watched some shows on Netflix, only to receive a mass text from the Capes app stating that Andy Vincent, also known as Noel, was wanted for questioning. It looks like it was put out by Aegis in regards to Carrier, a super villainous.
I mean, is she really, though?
I mean,
We know that, but they don't.
you know that. The general public doesn't.
Yeah, Mithra was just like, should we do something about that?
Yes, I think. Alexander, when we're talking about going to see the principal, so to get this cleared up last
The
time.
dean of the school.
Dean of school, yeah. I think
I
that
mean,
was our plan last
Something
time.
like that, yeah.
I remember talking about that.
Let me pull up this PDF because I forget about the cool dean. And that was in the Unbound PDF? Or am I looking at the wrong one?
For the
For
the
Phoenix
principal.
Academy.
Yeah, that's in Unbound.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm. So, your plan is to go to the headmaster of Phoenix Academy?
Yes.
Okay. You guys get up from, you guys are all at, if I remember right, Selena's room?
Yeah, Melissa, just upon seeing all of this, is just kind of very quietly buried her head in a pillow.
Mm-hmm.
Sworn slightly in French and got herself to get back together.
Yes, there is light shoulder rubs. Just like, it's okay. I say comforting Celine instead of the person.
Yeah,
who's
that's
got
our thing.
price
You're
on his
coming in
head.
the wrong, but that's such a thing. Yeah.
Look, you made your own bed. You've got to sleep in it, and we're gonna help you make it. We're gonna help you fluff the metaphorical pillows. But
I think I was actually about to discuss this, and you guys all basically said to ignore it as well. Actually.
So, just looking around Salita's room, you realize it's getting pretty late. You don't know if Hellraiser is going to be in his office this late at night. And you don't know if anybody's going to be on the lookout for you, since this was a pretty wide send to a lot of heroes here within the academy.
Look, it's just
What are
gonna
you
turn
gonna
into a
do?
You're just gonna turn into a side-scrolling beat 'em up throughout the school. It's fine.
Do you need someone to stay with you in case someone comes after you?
I think might be a better idea. Might need to have someone else keep an eye on me, rotate or something like that. So hopefully nothing crazy happens.
Sure, I can just hang around.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So is your guys' plan to camp out in Salita's room until the next morning? Or are you gonna head back to your home?
I mean,
Since you're the hero commons, Andy.
Here's my question: Are we certain that there's like nobody with any amount of authority ever? Like, is it just like the RDs for the dorm? Is that all that's here right now with any amount of authority?
Pretty much, yeah.
How dare he go home to his hypothetical partner and kids?
Yeah. She'll say to she'll say to Andy, just like, are you just gonna go back to your dorm?
I think that's the worst idea, since that's the easiest to find. So better to at least not make it that easy for them. 'Cause
Okay.
I think, especially since we don't want to interrupt, try and find how Hellraiser, or is it Helltaker? Ed,
Hellbinder.
Hellbinder.
Yes.
All right. Well, if Celine isn't up for it, I guess I could sneak you into my room. Something.
I mean, I believe. I believe. Don't Null and I share a dorm room, or not a dorm room, but at least like a building? I can.
No, you're here in Science House. This is
Okay.
your dorm house. Also, it's Danny's dorm house as well. It specializes in heroes who have stricter needs.
Yeah.
I mean, if I may make a suggestion, if we want to throw these people off the scent and not have them searching the dorms, then perhaps I could drop a dime, so to speak, and say you have been seen somewhere else in the city.
I think they probably saw the camera. Looks like they have pictures of all of us together, so that might not work, and they might add your name to the alert as well.
I was thinking of disguising my accent and using a burner phone, but yeah.
That could work then.
I would. I simply say that as a way to make moving around at least the campus a little bit more manageable. So I mean, I suppose Celine will just
I mean, it looks like Andy does seem kind of shell shocked. What are you going to do about this?
All,
You know, they're all just kind of sitting in your room.
all Mithra proposed sneaking him into her room, or just like otherwise. She basically said that she's totes willing to just like hanging around and stay awake all night in case someone comes at him.
Are we all
She's-
just going to?
It's very helpful.
Right. Hang on. Right. Yeah, she's gonna go into one of her cabinets, pull out like I'm assuming she's probably just got like a small stack of prepaid mobile phones still in the packaging. Just pops one.
I mean, you've probably hit up a CVS pharmacy.
Yeah. He kind of pops it out, and then just starts furiously texting a bunch of different news outlets with different potential sightings all around Halcyon, just to kind of throw a lot of chaff into the air.
It sounds like you're using your detective skills quite a
Yeah.
bit here. Why don't you unleash your powers?
Unleash my powers, you say?
Yes.
Well, I mean, unleash my powers is free.
As you
tonight.
use your
Yeah, I've got plus
as
2 in
your-
that. Let's see. Fuck me, we're off to a fantastic start. That's a 5.
that's a
Can
5.
you use? You don't have anything to help boost that, dude. No.
No, this is entirely okay. You do this. Mark a point.
Great.
Fantastic.
Thanks.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. You're sparing the target, which is fine.
What you do is you just spend team selfishly twice to just be like call out 2 of us instead.
Good news, I've found a distraction. Bad news, you guys are the distraction.
Oh, speaking of which, I need to remember that you guys have 1 point in your pool of
Yes.
inspiration that you get at the start of a session. Forgot about that. But yeah, you have definitely made them aware that there's things. But you're noticing that well, the app still is stating that he's needed, and it is saying that as a student of Phoenix Academy, that people should be focusing on him, and it looks like they're trying to get more student involvement
Oh,
than they were originally.
On second
Oh.
thought, maybe it would be a good idea to just lay low at a hotel.
I think can just grab a camping site. Something else might be even.
Can we... Is there any way we can at least find out who put out this call for you?
It's probably the medical company that was holding.
The one that actually had her, yeah.
Yeah, had her. Yeah.
You get another ring, like via text.
Yeah, she
What is it?
checks it.
Which one? Who's
Who's cell phone
Vincent
rings?
does.
Okay, I bring out my cell phone and.
It looks like it's from that gal who's been sending you messages. She goes by the name of Liz Malcia. She's the head of Better Pharmaceuticals, and she's just texting you, "Call me now." You realize this isn't going to end. What are you gonna do, bud?
I have an idea, but it'd actually make it worse on some level.
What's your idea?
Give me the phone. I'll make the call somewhere else.
I can teleport somewhere else if you want to do the call somewhere else easily enough.
Yeah. Teleport me somewhere, and I can make the call. And
Okay.
once again, who does this person work for again? This is with the pharmaceutical company, right?
Yes, Better Pharmaceuticals.
And this is the company that had Carrier. What's her name again?
Haley Horns.
Haley Horns. Yeah.
So you promptly
does anyone else
grab
wanna come along
Salvo
to-
by the shoulder and
I'm gonna check if anyone else wants to be like.
Oh,
in the call.
yeah, Mithra stands up as if she's going along.
Okay.
She already said that she was gonna like bodyguard you for this while.
What is the actual plan?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm
to
saying.
take a phone call.
Yeah, except
Elsewhere.
Salvo's doing it.
Yeah, no. That's why Danny's asking. What is the Salvo? Do you have a plan?
What is your plan, Salvo? Actually, before we start it off.
Work as a distraction, buy us some time. That's the plan so far.
Maybe get some more info, I guess.
If I'm not mistaken, aren't we gonna just try to lay low somehow until morning when we can talk to the principal?
I mean, that's one thing, but if they've got
I sound like they might try and escalate this more and more.
If-
Though, so.
and if they have his phone number, like they have his phone, they're going to be able to maybe track him.
Well, you can teleport, right?
Yeah.
She just like she will
Oh, actually,
do
wait.
it.
I forgot about. I forgot some of my delinquent moves I have there. So
She opens up her phone and like looks for a town, like a little like town nearby enough.
You
And
think
goes,
maybe just even a suburb of Halcyon, like say Dry Town, would be good enough. There's lots of like abandoned like areas out there.
okay.
here, why don't you just teleport? Why don't we lay low in
Actually, we
Dry
might want to
Town?
at least instead of laying. Yeah, actually no. This is distract, so this would actually work. I'm gonna use my for this laying low and trying to mislead where we are right now. I'm gonna try and use one of my delinquents right now.
Okay.
Are you watching closely?
Which delinquent move are you using? Okay. When you mislead, distract, or trick someone, roll plus superior. Who are you trying to mislead, distract, or trick?
The person texting us and the company she's working for.
Okay. You're specifically trying to distract them. How are you trying to mislead, distract, or trick her before you roll on this? I know you want the action.
Yeah,
but,
I'm saying this is the planets. Whatever our planets, I'm going to use this move to give us an opportunity. The mechanism to help boost it,
Yeah, but
basically.
how do you plan on misleading, distract, or tricking them?
Yeah, I don't know if just being somewhere else is enough.
I know.
Honestly, being somewhere else might be enough.
Well, I'm saying it's also kind of can be like leave cell phone somewhere else as well. Then like
Yeah.
they leave
Take
cell
off
phone.
anything. You get rid of anything that has a GPS. Cut up your
Fair
credit cards. Go off the grid.
Actually, put them in. Also, you can put them in different locations too, so they're all widespread too. So they would have to go to each one individually too.
Okay, so who's going on this expedition?
Mithra is
Mithra,
bodyguarding.
Salvo.
I mean, here's the thing: Salvo wants to be somewhere else with the phone. That's the thing.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Okay, so just the three of you.
I mean, not me now because
Yeah, you're gonna take the phone call.
yeah.
So just the two of you then?
Probably.
Mithra. Okay. So yeah, you grab Mithra's shoulder and teleport out to Dry Town, out into an abandoned lot looks like it was supposed to be some kind of grocery store that the funding got cut on. And yeah, you're here with your phone.
Salvo said he's making the call, isn't he? Or
Yeah, Salvo has the phone.
yeah, he's here as well. It's just Ed was mentioning it in the thing.
Okay, so
Three of us there.
that it is going to be the three of you. Okay.
Yeah,
And
and part of the distraction is also going to be this phone call and like how we're going to try and mislead them and trick them. So, and I also
Wait, so I am with you?
I thought you were coming along.
No, I was gonna take the phone and go somewhere else where you aren't.
Because the phone has a GPS in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll first teleport you to somewhere else and then teleport it over to Dry Town then.
Okay, that sounds good.
okay.
And
So you drop Salvo off at this location, and then are you teleporting back afterwards? Because you
Somewhere
don't
else.
want to be near him. Okay. Okay. In that case,
I
Salvo.
rolled a 13 on my distraction there.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'll get an opportunity to help boost Salvo's whatever he's doing. I
Mhm.
confuse them for some time and I expose weakness or flaw in their what they're planning to do.
So you teleport away. Are you teleporting at least within distance that you can see Salvo to make sure that nothing bad happens to him?
I'll keep Overwatch for a while for the phone call for now. Yeah.
Okay. And
So I guess also Mithra realizing, like before they teleport away, Mithra realizing that she could possibly also be tracked, will give Danny her phone.
Okay.
Okay, and Danny and Selena, are you guys just staying at your rooms, or are you getting entangled in this?
I mean, the thing with Danny specifically is Danny doesn't know how to help in this situation.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why Mithra's thought was, I can punch thing real good if something comes at you.
And I can take the hit real good as well.
Fair enough. Okay, so in that case, those of you who are watching, you can see Salvo taking the call. Salvo, as you put the phone number in and dial it, you hear a woman's voice at the other end. Hello, is this Null?
I'm sorry, Noel seems to be busy right now. Can I take a message?
Well, whoever this is Liz Mausia of Better Pharmaceuticals. I know that you might think you're doing the right thing, but abducting a poor innocent girl isn't going to do you any good. So, I'd like you to tell me where my ward is.
Well, Liz, can I call you Liz? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. We know about, we all know the open secret about Better Pharmaceuticals, which is why I'm going to have to politely decline. You see, I know you think you're the biggest, baddest game in town, but there are other companies that have made other monsters that aren't willing to play quite as nice, myself included. So, if you would be so kind.
Wait. Is that... Are you that little Hernandez boy? Oh.
I'm going to be very honest. I was going to try and provoke her into giving me more information using "You've got a head you don't need," but that. Like I said, you think there are other people out there who are making other monsters? Trust me, you've got another thing coming unless you really think that you can just walk around town trying to.
Oh, I can walk around town all I want. I'm not wanted for anything. I think you should be very careful, though. Let's see here. It says you're going by the name of Salvo. Salvo, you need to be very careful. What you're doing is dangerous. And I know all about making monsters. I've had doing it for years. You could say I got my doctorate in it. I'll be seeing you later. And the phone hangs up.
Salvo looks down at his phone, kind of annoyed, and maybe a little afraid. If Noel's still there, he's gonna like kind of glance over that way and motion like, should I break the phone?
Salvo, you're kind of feeling like maybe you should be a little more worried about her.
Oh no, yeah, no, he's screaming internally, but once again, himbo with the ability to punch things. He thinks with his fists.
She's clearly not the type of person that you can just punch.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah, it sounds like it's actually just a supervillain in disguise, and she's actually kind of.
You're not wrong. You're
You know.
not wrong.
Well, I think
I'm-
it's. Out of character, I'm thinking, didn't we hand over her to basically a super established hero?
She's currently. You're talking about Haley, right?
Yeah.
She's currently in protective custody by two amazing robots. Right, Luke? I gotta say.
This is true.
Yeah.
They prefer the term
Yep.
automatons.
Mm.
Salvo's going to break the phone then, and just
Yeah.
like
Yeah, it's fine. So I guess quickly come down and talk to you to make sure to catch up on what the hell is happening. So bad news.
you.
You
She doesn't
look-
just know you; she knows me too.
So
She just recognized me through a fucking phone call. I don't know how she would recognize me through a phone call, though. But
let's see. This her power probably, which means just
Just being
Hopefully-
very informed.
hopefully it requires technology or something else to help pinpoint it, so we can.
She recognizes the sound of your voice. And that should worry you. She
it
also
does
says that
worry
she-
me. It
she
does
also
worry
says
me a
that
lot.
She makes monsters.
This is our first arc. Wow.
Yeah, no, I've I'm super pumped about this. I'm not pumped about this at all.
This is a lot bigger. Ooh.
As she'll, Mithra will just be like, "You should get back."
I don't know if I want to go back to the school now. In case
Do you? Yeah, I think we maybe head out somewhere else and lay low for the night. Then I guess.
yeah, it's you can go to Dry Town or wherever you're going.
You should not be alone in case something else happens. Now that she thinks you're going to be a part of this too, you should not be alone.
On the one hand, you're right. On the other hand, like
Celine might be able to. Celine and Danny would be good bodyguards.
I don't know if I need a bodyguard. I just don't want anybody else to get hurt.
Well,
I'll go back to them. I will. You guys can. You guys just take care of yourselves, all right? I can take care of my own. Cracks knuckles and just have to
All right,
get back to the school.
I'll keep this guy safe.
do you want to
I'll
ride
let you
back?
do that.
Do you want to ride back, or do you want to try and head back on your own?
Hypothetically, how terribly far are we?
You're currently not in Dry Town. I don't know specifically just a portion of the town that you're in currently.
I was going to try hiding out in Brutal Town if I needed to, but
That's fair.
Let's say I chose Brutal as my first one, so you're in your district already right now.
yeah, just I don't know. Put me on the edge of the school. Put me somewhere near the edge of the school that I can climb back up and.
Okay.
After a quick teleportation, you find yourself back at the entrance to the school.
Oh, so real quick, not to say, not to make any suggestions too hard, but should I maybe take a powerful blow because I've been holding my dice waiting for you to say that.
Actually, no, but Liz pushed you. She's making you feel more dangerous. Are you going to go along with it, or are you going to push that? Let me pull up the moves list. So she's trying to take influence over you.
Yeah, or,
Are you going to reject her influence? She thinks that you're not as dangerous as you think you are because you were trying to play up how dangerous you were. So she's gonna raise your mundane and lower your danger.
It shouldn't be the other way around. Raising danger, lowering mundane.
No, she's making him feel not as powerful.
I mean, I'm really tempted to reject to try and get the clear condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong.
Mhm.
But
Hey, you know the public address of Better Pharmaceuticals, bud.
yeah, no, that'd be too stupid. It's really tempting. It's really tempting, but I think I'll just take the hit for now.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
He's a little too shell shocked right now to.
You'll get that, doctor. Don't you worry, bud.
Yeah. I'm super balanced now.
But as
It's also, I don't drop him off at the front gate. I drop him off to the side path there. Also, it's not that.
yeah, you're not dropping him off directly next to the school, so you're on a side path. So you drop him off, and then continue to your destination. As you're walking back, as the scene closes, I'd like you to roll to take a powerful blow as you realize parts of you are starting to heat up.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm excited. Okay, that is. Do I have any?
Mostly your robot bits, bud.
Yeah, I know. That's. Okay, that is. I don't have any conditions, so that's a 9, but I'm going to take 2 conditions then.
Okay.
On a 9.
Yeah, for a roll to take a powerful blow. So just like magnesium, parts of your hands that just start heating up, and you can feel your joints starting to lock up because they're too hot. As you see a student walking up to you with wearing their costume and mask, and you just hear a demands of, "Where is Noel?" And we'll cut away from you.
Damn it!
Okay. Meanwhile, Flux, Selena, what are you two doing? They disappeared, and you haven't heard back from them.
Well, once again, this isn't really Danny's wheelhouse.
Yes. Unfortunately, there's. I mean, the last time I tried to help, I legitimately made the situation worse. So.
Fair enough. So you two plan on just getting some rest and hoping everything's all right the next morning.
Without wanting to sound
mean-
like a useless piece of shit, that's kind of. Celine's got to realise
No.
that her trying to help really isn't helping.
That's entirely fair. In fact, Selena got the victim entirely out of the way, so she's actually done surprisingly like a good bit to help this situation.
Yeah, well, she's also like drastically insulted some of her friends and potentially got more students involved in this hunt than were necessary. But apart from that, yeah, MVP.
That's fair. Fair enough. So you two just are trying to get some rest, thinking this will all blow over. Mithra and Null, what are you two doing? Are you just like finding some abandoned house out in the middle of Dry Town? Finding a like motel?
Probably more on. I'm thinking more on the balance side. What do you think, Mithra?
Abandoned could work. It's whatever you're comfortable with.
Either is fine with me. It's just too stressed out to even think about sleeping right now.
Understandable. Let's try that over there. She just like motions to what looks like, I'm thinking like a an abandoned like retail store or something.
Mm-hmm.
Looks good to me.
Easy enough to get in.
Yeah, you have to get in,
Pop-
and there's
pop the door
probably
open.
plenty of room in the back office.
Mm-hmm. It's getting later and later. Eventually, you get a message. Since
I don't have
unlike-
a phone.
Oh, you don't have a phone? Shit.
Neither of us
Okay.
have our phones.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get a message then. Eventually, daylight happens.
Yeah.
So I
As
guess
As I think, oh, Salvo, you're fucked, bud.
I mean, Danny still has a phone.
True.
Danny has a
Salvo-
phone.
Salvo has his phone too.
I mean, I think the problem is that we're going to get a call about Salvo.
Since he got abducted.
That is true.
You know what? Yeah, Danny, you do get eventually a call.
In fact, doesn't Danny also have Mithra's cell phone?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Is this like a middle of the night call?
Yes, this is a middle of the night call, and it's on Mithra's phone. And it says, it's just just a call.
Yeah. So because it's in the middle of the night, and question: does Danny? I guess you can answer a phone without opening it up. So yeah, Danny's just gonna answer the phone. Hello.
Oh. This ain't, okay, You're not Mithra. Okay, well, this is Hot Iron, and I want to make a deal with Mithra.
I don't know where she is.
Well, I need a trade. Get the phone to her so I can trade this himbo here for that annoying and
Wait. Which himbo?
Salvador.
Hey, that's my himbo.
Oh. Well, I'll trade you him back for Andy.
Okay.
I need to trade Andy to those Aegis agents for some rep.
Okay. Have
in,
you
the in the background, you just hear Salvo cussing in Spanish.
Quiet, or I'll let Excalibrate at you.
Okay, have you considered that kidnapping is a very villainous thing to do?
I mean, shit.
Like this feels like a bad move on your part. Also, like, you know that like, I assume that this guy's like somebody from like their classes and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, dude, have you not taken kidnap negotiation? Like, you know that this is how this ends. Is literally you tell us where the meeting is, and then we show up and beat you up, and then hand you to the police, right? Like that.
Yeah,
that's how this works.
But I'll know if you're gonna do it. See, I got you there.
Okay, but like, have you seen some of the like stuff we can do? Like, even without our himbo, like this is a pretty bad scene for you. Did you see the Minotaur fight?
You hear the phone go away from, like, step away, like, get kind of quiet. You hear just whispering, "Hey, Salvo, is that true? Can they really kick our ass?"
Yes, followed by more cursing in Spanish.
Right. I think that you should really, really give us Andy, and I'm just going to let him.
You see, you put yourself in a real bad position here. Because, like, you gave me your name. I know you go to class with us. That means that, like, all I need to do is wait for you to show up to class one day, and then I've got you. Like, this isn't a thing where you can just run away to another country, because, like, you've got to go to class. Like, how far ahead have you thought this out?
Like, this is some expulsion tier stuff, too. Let's be real.
I feel like this is a really bad plan that you didn't think through fully before agreeing to let some suits like give you cred for doing super illegal things.
And that's ignoring that I'm going to kick your ass when I get the feeling back in my joints.
Probably, I don't know. Shit. And the phone hangs up.
Do I know which dorm this guy is in?
Yes, you do. He's in the Freedom Hall.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Danny can't find Mithra, and honestly, Mithra is probably not the right person to call for this sort of situation. It doesn't seem like that's the kind of thing that she'd actually, want to do.
I mean, you would ask her for help if you're totally down to just have a hole punched through the wall.
Yeah, exactly. This is not
It's Celine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, so she. Luckily, the only way Danny has to contact Mithra is currently in her hands. So, yeah, she's gonna call Celine.
Hello, Psychic Hotline.
Hey, so our himbo got kidnapped.
I'm going to fast forward through the part where I left you alone for 30 seconds and you somehow lost the himbo.
Hey! I didn't have him last.
We are going to fast forward through that.
Mm-hmm.
What is the situation?
So you know that guy from our class? What's his name? The guy who does the metal shit, like the melting thing.
Oh, there's something to do with Ferris
He goes
metals,
by Hot Iron.
Oh, that's right, Hot Iron. That always sounded too horny to be a hero name, but eh.
Yeah, so he tried to call Mithra to arrange a hostage trade for between Salvo and Noel, and then I repeatedly pointed out all the ways this plan is dumb and bad, and then he hung up on me.
I mean, you are in the light to tell him how stupid he is. It's the only way he's going to learn. On the other hand, do we actually have a location for where the Salvo is being held, or are we going to have to try and work that out ourselves?
Well, I figure we check his dorm room first because, I mean, let's be honest, with this level of planning, that's about what I expect.
I would honestly be somewhat insulted, but it's still worth a try. I'll get my things and I'll be with you in a second. Should I meet you outside his dorm room?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll be there soon.
Yep.
Yeah, Celine will just splash some water on her face, grab a Red Bull out of the fridge, and then start heading over there. Sorry, I mean a corn soda.
Salvador. Yes, corn soda.
Actually, no, it's the energy version. It's the corn soda extreme.
You're tied up, bud, with some chains on a dorm room bed. You don't think that this was well thought out at all.
You know, just I'm going to be entirely real with you. What's Hot Iron's real name?
His real name specifically is Kyle. Kyle Adler.
You know, Kyle. I'm going to be real with you, Chief. I'm pretty pissed right now, but also of all the people I wouldn't mind being chained to a bed by, you're not one of them.
You hear Wendy, who didn't grab you, but was here, laughing, "How about me?" As you realize Excalibur is in fact here.
And I mean, it's gone down now that you've actually kidnapped me. And the fact that you could actually break me makes me slightly uncomfortable this entire thing. But yeah, no, it's like you went from like a 70% to like a 30%, but Kyle is at like a 0.
Fair enough. I just wanted to see what would happen. And it's about that time you hear a knock at the door. Speaking of which, would you two knock at the door, or would you just bust right on in?
I think if this is the room, if this is where we are, I think Selena's probably going to just pause for a second and just check, but like telepathically check behind the door.
Oh yeah, no, you are getting some weird vibes.
Can I pierce the mask?
You're definitely getting.
On hot time.
Yes. Go ahead.
That's mundane. Oh, just a 7. Fucking hell.
Fair enough. Fair
I
enough.
know your dice are already cursed, but jeez.
Well, no, I rolled a negative. I was rolling with a -1 modifier, and I rolled an 8. My first roll, I had a +2 modifier. I just rolled like hot shit.
Yeah. I'm glad you rolled good on the bad stat then. Okay.
So, what do you want to know about poor Kyle?
Bu- 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 bu. I mean, how could I get your character to give up?
Okay, so you can tell just by reading his surface level thoughts that he knew when Salvador was going to be coming back. He knew that you guys have all been hanging out together, and he thought he could get Salvador and trade him for Andy. He snuck up on him. That's the only way he possibly managed to get Salvador. And if you just bust down that door, you're going to scare the shit out of him because he did not think any of this through.
All right. Well, before we do that, I do need to refresh my my powers.
Yep,
'Cause
go for it.
I'm pretty sure Danny does not maintain super abilities while they're asleep. All right.
What you realize, though, is he's mostly bluster.
Easily deflated.
I mean, the fact that neither of us are highly reliant on metal tools or weapons probably takes a lot of his ability to fight us away.
Yeah, no. He's really okay about messing up for Salvador. Not so much on you guys.
All right. So on a 7, I get to choose 2, but check one of the boxes on the that you chose off. All right. I am going to let you choose one of my powers, and then I am also going to mark dysphoric. I think I don't want to do any of my other stuff today.
That's fair.
All right.
See. The power that I'm going to let you have is telekinesis.
Cool. All right. Telekinesis does not currently have a visual, like, signifier. I think maybe like some sort of blue, like,
Do things that you kinetically move start to glow blue?
yeah, but there's also something on his body that's going to change now.
Mm.
Also, yay, dysphoria. Yeah, probably something around the head that's going to maybe get like a.
Do you get a blue halo?
Yeah, I think it's going to be like a blue halo.
Like
That sounds good.
the type of halo like that you see in all of the like pictures of old saints, where it's like the glow from behind, but it's that way from whichever direction people are looking at you.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
Okay.
Okay, well, telekinesis is good. It's a pretty good power to use.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that
Telekinetic high five. Bonk.
you can't see it, but we high-fived real cool with our invisible force powers.
A wild bubble appears with just the sound of a clap right there. As I picture this as a comic book.
They're just looking at each other, and there's like a clap bubble, and then they just go on about their day.
Pretty much.
Brain 5.
So you understand how to influence him.
Yeah, it's silly to just communicates like he is not dangerous, he is simply he has put himself is a zonkey up the metaphorical minaret. All he needs is a push and he will realize how much of a mistake he has made. So all he needs is a good scare.
Okay, all right.
Would you like to give your brain a flex, or would you like me to take the lead on this?
You have the experience.
Okay. Well, I suppose I will start with, and she closes her eyes and will attempt to just make weird poltergeist shit happen in the room.
Fair enough.
So I guess that's maybe another unleash.
It sounds like another unleashing of powers.
Actually,
Vastly different.
Could I flavor this as provoke?
Oh. Yes. If you're
'Cause
trying to
I
provoke
wanted-
them into
I want him to
flipping
basically,
out.
yeah, freak out and panic.
Yeah. Yes, you could, in fact, do that. Especially
It's
if
actually the same
things-
modifier either way, but yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. As a visual inside the room, you start hearing knocking on doors and windows and walls.
There's kind of a scratching noise across the walls and all sorts of weird poltergeist shit.
The
That
light
both creeped me out. That both creeped me out and triggered my ASMR. So thank you.
As the lights in the room start to flicker. Something is going down.
That's a 10. That's a pair of 4s and a +2.
Oh, okay. And you just hear nope, 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 as the door slams open, and right in front of you is a terrified-looking Kyle.
Danny, this is all yours.
All right.
Knock knock, open up the door, it's moi.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Danny's going to like actually look past this guy. Look past Kyle and.
Yeah, you can see Salvador just like chained to a bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna unchain him, basically, with my powers. All right, so that's a 10 plus, but I shift it down because of dysphoria. So that's going to be a 7 to 9 partial success on that.
I believe Dysphoria makes it always 7 to 9 because it was just like a -1. I was willing to team you.
No, Dysphoria makes it always 7 to 9.
Okay.
Okay. I'd say you get it off if you got a 7 to 9, right?
Yep.
Unleash power. Yeah. And getting it off, you actually damaged the room more than you would have liked. There's no way people aren't going to know about this as the chain breaks through his window.
Okay, I think Danny's fine with that.
Mm-hmm. And Salvo, you aren't chained anymore. What are you gonna do? The person who caused you temporary damage seems kind of scared, and Excalibrate is just sitting there, hasn't done anything. But you appear to be free from whatever inane thing this was.
I'm going to give a nod to Excalibrate, and then I'm going to chase after is it Kyle, right? Kyle? Yeah.
It is Kyle.
I'm going to chase after Kyle while saying out loud, technically to my team, I get one hit! I get one hit for all these shenanigans! Just one punch! You owe me!
He's not a threat at this point. It's not hard to get your hit in on him.
Just give him a wedgie.
Basically, yeah. Like, I'm not going to do anything that will actually, like, terribly hurt him.
No, I don't imagine you
yeah.
are. I'm
Just
just
one.
saying, it's not hard.
Yeah. I mean, I could go worse because I'm angry, but I really don't want to because I'm not that kind of guy.
I mean, you could clear up that condition.
Sabo would rather save it for people who actually deserve it.
I mean, he was kind of a dick to you.
That's why he's getting the one punch.
That's fair.
Like,
Selena just kind of taps Danny on the shoulder and goes, "Oh, that was impressive. You picked this up very quickly."
Oh, thanks.
I don't know how my self-esteem is going to feel about that, but from a professional standpoint, yeah, they're bon.
in the background, Salvo has Kyle in a headlock. Say uncle! Say uncle!
Giving him a noogie, just...
Basically! It's
But
like,
Your hand's
But I
made of
know-
metal, this hurts so much!
But I know if I say uncle, you'll keep doing it.
say uncle, cabron!
Technically, he already did.
Me. Kind of shoves the floor.
Okay, Salvo, do you have that out of your system?
Mostly. I'm not doing too emotionally hot right now, but I'm good. I'm good.
It is,
Silently sleeving.
it is okay, as you say, big mood. Is a... Hey... Just goes over and just kicks. Well, probably doesn't kick, but just kind of pokes Hot Eye with her foot.
What do you even want? Make him stop.
I would just like to ask you a very basic question.
Okay.
Have you told anyone else about your presumption about where Andy is? Am I gonna have to worry about, the entire, mathlete team trying to kidnap another member of my friends? Because if not, it's good. If it is, I will unfortunately have to come back here and take it out of your ass.
Yep, nope. I didn't tell anyone else.
Wonderful, wonderful. In that case, what you're going to do is you're going to make it very well known that your lead was a bust, and that Andy is nowhere to be seen on the campus. Oui?
We?
as always, I'm going to make you think you are a French poodle for the next 3 weeks.
It sounds like you're going to intimidate this poor lad. Go ahead and roll. Hey,
What would that be like? Provoke again?
that's an influence. No, it's an influence.
Oh god, of course it would be, wouldn't it?
Wait, no. Would it be? Provoke?
No, it's provoke, I think.
It is provoke.
I'm
Yeah,
actually
it is
doing it
provoke.
yet, so be provoke, yeah.
Yeah.
Question though, do we get influence over Kyle?
Yes, you've got influence over Kyle.
7.
Okay. And that's with the +1 for the influence.
Oh, then that'd be an 8.
Okay.
How much team do we have? Because we can intimidate him more and get up to a 10.
Not enough.
Dang it.
Yes, he is going to tell everyone that it was a bust.
By the way, do I get influence as well, or just the people who actually didn't get captured?
You also get influence over him since you're the one who has hit him and has given him a horrific noogie. You're pretty sure that if any of the three of you were to make any demands, you would have influence over him. But yes, he agrees that he will spread the word.
Spread the word far and wide, or I will kick your ass in your
then-
mind. Yeah,
That
I just realised as well. I didn't mention, but yeah, when Selena goes full fucking poltergeist mode, her skin goes really sallow and her eyes go very dark.
oh well, at least her eyes don't get that glassy film over them.
No, that's too. That scene is a bit old hat these days. Now we go for the more Blumhouse, just screamer face.
But yes, he you do start seeing on a couple public forums for the school that apparently Andy is nowhere to be seen.
Bon. Now,
You think you might have corrected your issue with Aegis specifically targeting the school?
Thankfully, I have. Wonderful. I have at least unfucked one problem today that I apparently already caused.
And eventually, after having intimidated him and going and getting some rest, a new day approaches. I'm gonna cut.
Did Andy get any sleep at all?
That's
No,
a good question. Did Andy get any sleep at all?
no, he did not.
Damn
Oh
it.
no.
Did he even try?
Not really.
Was he just sitting in an abandoned office, just rocking back and forth?
He's not that bad. He's just. I think
Just,
he's getting paranoid. This is booby trapping with all. In which also he just all the stuff that the booby trap teleport. So
Mm. Fair enough.
I don't over booby trap it, or else we're not going to be able to get out.
I can teleport.
Well, also true, but
Are
what
there
about
just-
the next person who comes in here?
It's not nothing painful. Just maybe more stuff to make alerts if getting close. Nothing painful.
Mm.
All right,
I irritate them for a few days, but nothing.
all right then.
So I just basically setting up prank traps all over the to alert, and then make a lot of noise to alert us if anyone's coming in, and to
Yeah, that's fair.
So you've given this building the Home Alone treatment.
yes.
Okay.
And with teleportation, don't have to worry about leaving myself way out.
Either way, despite your best of intentions, not a single one of your traps was triggered.
It's just him channeling his nervous energy into something.
Mhm. Eventually, we'll cut the scene to the two of you teleporting directly in front of Hellraiser's office the next day.
Are we gonna end the thing now?
Oh, what time is it?
I got about another half an hour.
Also, Richard, I think the mic is above your head.
We have a little bit more to go,
Yeah, sorry, my mic was up there for a second there, sure.
but eventually, next day arrives, and yes, you do teleport to the headmaster's room with Mithra. And the door is open.
Are we
the
gonna
student
get
body.
everyone else too, or to get Salvo as well?
Yeah, can we coordinate to meet up?
I think
How do we coordinate? I think is the question.
payphone.
Yeah, seems like an idea.
Is there even payphones in Hellsound City now?
Well,
Of course there are.
Oddly, the best places because people need to be able to change into their costumes.
Oh yes, but I need the superhero. Living. They kept the phone.
Also, you're in the part of town that hasn't been remodeled in the longest amount of time because just the sheer fact that it got crushed. Like, Dry Town is an older part of town. It kind of got swallowed up by Halcyon proper. But
Yep,
yeah,
that's true.
not hard to find.
I'll use the payphone to check in with everyone else and coordinate so we can meet up at Hellbinder's office.
Yeah. When you call, Danny will bring you up to date on the situation.
Oh, okay. So at least that one is resolved. Didn't think someone would be that latent.
Fortunately, no one came after Andy. Well,
Yeah.
no one found him, anyhow.
Yeah.
Oh, Danny, also, there was on a couple texts asking where specifically Mithra was by some Alice's.
I mean, Danny didn't answer anybody else's text.
Yeah.
I mean, Danny will tell Mithra that the text arrived, but that, like,
Oh,
you know,
huh.
It didn't
Those-
sound so much friendly as where are you? Dorm lights are out. You need to get here ASAP.
Mm. I guess floor mates, technically.
Hmm.
She shrugs, puts her phone in her pocket.
Alice A is apparently very pissed.
She shrugs. She's not too worried about it.
Mhm.
So, should we go see the principal then?
Yeah, let's get this cleared up, or at least hopefully start getting it resolved.
Yeah. She nods.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually, you all find yourselves here at the headmaster's office. And Yeah, the door is open and you can see your demonic headmaster sitting behind his desk.
Literal demon headmaster.
Hmm.
Knock politely on door, even though it's open.
Intrude.
I think
That's-
that means
that's-
come in.
That is a choice of words. Uh,
There's worse words you could have used.
Good morning, headmaster.
Morning. You look like you had a terrible night last night.
You're
Well-
not wrong, sir, but that's not why we are here.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, the do you want to do the long version or the short version?
Well, whichever version you feel like would be fine.
uh, so we've kind of helping rescued someone who was kidnapped by being kidnapped, and now that seems to be part of some better for pharmaceuticals, and now they're still trying to hunt them down and trying to bring out alerts for people who have last seen her.
By the way, just out of character, real quick, did we decide that we were going to try and get her help to stay here at the school under an assumed name, or
I
did we
think
decide
so,
against that? Yeah. The person that that you've probably been seeing on the Capes app, known as Carrier, we've realized through various means that she's a victim in all of this, and that Better Pharmaceuticals was torturing her and is now after her, and now we are hoping that we can. Well, we are leverage. We are. Celine here is trying to leverage some influence on her mentor to try and help get her held at the schools under an assumed name to keep her safe. And probably you're going to hear about that at some point later today. But on top of that, Better Pharmaceuticals has put out a hit through Aegis onto our friend Noel here, and well, maybe not a hit, but put a
but-
price on his head.
Yeah,
And
yes. It seems
we were
like
hoping,
yes, her power seems to be only to deal with healing, and they were using her as the test bed for some nasty disease and just keeping her trapped for that kind of thing there. So, yeah.
Well, that sounds like what La Mesmerist was telling me.
oh, so you already know. That makes things slightly easier.
Yeah.
It's just very quietly putting her hands over her face.
Is there anything that you can do to help us?
Mithra, dear, I am bound to the school. I help you youngsters learn to be the greatest heroes you can be. And I found, after a long time, that sometimes I have to let you handle your issues. Kind of like Kyle. He'll probably never try anything underhanded again.
Well, fair, but
We will get Haley enrolled here. Unfortunately, I'm going to need you to help her. She's
course.
currently a ward of Better Pharmaceuticals. I need you kids to get evidence that they're up to no good. And I need you to bring it to me. And then we can take legal action and make her a ward of the school.
Balvo is starting to smile and crack his knuckles.
Are you telling me that after all this, our final boss will be the foster care system?
Damn it.
It is the deepest enemy. Here's the thing. We can get her help, medical care, but they can claim her and drag her right back to them. You need to expose Better Pharmaceuticals for what they are.
Oh, is that all? Yes. Is there anything like? Would you like a fries with that?
Sure, we'll be glad to have that. Is there any way we can help with this, making sure we're not, Aegis will not be trying to interfere? Then can you help that on that?
With
case at least?
Aegis? Oh. I'm sorry, Andy. I can't help with Aegis. I can only ensure that they don't come onto school grounds.
All right.
Okay.
I guess I can keep looking out for you then. She says to Andy.
Yes, it sounds like at least if we stay
As
here,
long as you're
it's-
here at the school, I can promise Aegis will not come for you. And after what you kids did last night, I doubt any of the students will either.
That's good.
By the way, not to interrupt, but Nate did bring up a good point in the chat. Richard, after being watched all night, did Andy catch feelings?
That's probably, yeah.
I mean, how could he? He was too busy with Tinker Toys.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Making
I'm not sure. I
transformers.
think it kind of probably only took some of the time there. It's probably
He has one true love, and it is buckets of water above doors.
no.
And also,
I think he spent half the
little-
night setting up chats. It didn't take that long. There's not that many entrances.
So little like torches on doorknob, like on the other sides of the doorknobs.
I mean,
Two true loves then.
Just put some
what's the-
Hot Wheels around the place, right on top of
Three
stairs.
true loves.
What we're saying is he's a prankster.
that one trap that really should just kill someone.
Oh, Home Alone is just like so many deadly things that they just play off.
Just casually drop a lawnmower on someone's face.
I'm just thinking about the fact that in what is it, Mystery Incorporated, Fred had a tire magazine that was about booby traps that he hid, and they played it off like they found a porn bag when they found it. Just thinking about that.
What's my? Oh God!
That's
Look, we don't kink shame in this house.
I would think probably.
That's up to you, man.
And I'm thinking yeah, probably staying all night, probably a bit team protectiveness, yeah.
Does
Would probably-
Mithra have influence on him?
I believe I do. Yes.
Okay.
So I guess you can shift my labels then.
Oh, let's do that at the end of session.
Okay. And then you have to ask a question to yourself.
Yeah, I want to think on this one later and fill it out later afterwards here.
That's legit.
Speaking of which, though, yeah, we'll pan out as you guys feel some resolve as your headmaster tells you to deal with your problem directly by breaking into.
It's not a major felony if they're bad guys.
Mhm.
Well,
Superhero worlds.
It's a yeah.
still a felony, I think.
Yeah.
I imagine the
But
the,
but it's one we can argue.
the fucking legal system in Halcyon must be an absolute convoluted pretzel of precedent.
There are
Search warrants don't exist in superhero worlds. Let's just be real.
now here's the thing. There are legal cases from back during the golden age of heroing that are being battled. One day.
So much precedent being argued in the Supreme Court right now. It's
The thing, it's villains hiring lawyer teams to try and remove some of those protections of heroes, so you can just raid the bases. So they're trying to
Remember, there are two villains, a villain and a hero, who are constantly battling legally. Baron Robber,
and Captain Industry, yeah.
yeah, and Captain of Industry are constantly in a legal battle.
Are their powers
Amazing.
just really good litigation teams?
They're basically Batman if Batman didn't go out punching people. They're just
They're just
extremely
all-
wealthy people.
Who just make all the gadgets and stuff and use them.
Well, they sell the gadgets.
He's just a company though. It's not even a hero.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They are.
I mean, it's that thing of if Bruce Wayne just decided to become a philanthropist and not a fucking vigilante, all of a sudden he'd be doing far more for Gotham.
It's true.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Better Pharmaceuticals is even a subsidiary of Baron Robber.
Oh god damn it!
Oh damn it.
We knew this though.
I know.
I forgot
Yeah.
about it.
But yeah, no, like there is a lot of terrible corporations and a lot of like they're okay, I guess. Corporations that it's just a mess. But that is the backstory that I am weaving, and will probably
Fair
play out
enough.
later. But as we pull out, as you guys realize what you have to do, let's do end of session moves.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
I think specifically we'll start with Richard. What about Andy?
I think grew closer to the team, and since I'm basically already giving influence for the catch feelings to Mithra, I'll say grew closer to Salvo by taking one for the team for what the hell happened, helping you
Alright.
on that fact.
So you're gonna get 2 moves. So from my end, I think that because of what's all going on, I think he might lower your. I might lower your superior and raise your mundane. I know that's not great for you as the delinquent, but that's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Because at the end of this, you're just a scared kid like Salvo.
There. And Mithra?
Honestly, I was about to do the same thing.
Oof.
Would it give you a condition if I did?
I am only a +2 mundane, so I can technically go to +3.
Okay. So I was gonna raise your mundane and lower your freak.
Okay, so I have +3 freak, +3 mundane and -1 freak now then. Oof.
Okay.
And I mark potential.
Somehow the delinquent is the most human of all of us.
Well, you showed a lot of humanity there.
He was dealing with some shit. Some very
Yeah.
mundane shit. Okay. Who are you gonna pass that on to, Richard?
Pass it on to Salvo.
All right, so I'm either going to hand influence over to Flux or Celine, and I'm not sure which one, so I'm going to roll a die and evens odds. Anyone want to call that?
I'll take evens.
All right. It's on to you then. And you have influence over me, so you get to move my stats.
Yeah, fair enough.
As one of Salvo's
I
saviors.
think your savior's going down, and I think your mundane's going up.
That's fair.
You
Was this
regi-
the
you-
session where you guys all realized you're just kids out of your?
Yeah.
Yeah.
going
Well,
quite- oh,
we're basically told we have to kind of rein a corporation as well now, kind of thing. So it's kind of
yeah.
Yeah, so let's adjust all of our stats towards dealing with personal conflicts right now.
Here's the thing I'll say though, my savior going down isn't that bad because I have what is it? My bull, my bull's heart is where is it? I have defender, which means I can defend amalgam or null with danger instead of savior, so that's okay.
for me, it's like most of my stuff uses
Superior, I know.
superior.
Yeah. That's fair enough. I just thought it kind of makes sense because it's
It makes sense, yeah. It
it's
just
Salvo
means
discovering like, oh shit, there is someone who completely counters my ability.
They got me by surprise. Yeah, I'm gonna use that to clear insecure, though.
Okay.
Mostly
And
because
who are
I'm
you-
gonna be punching things next session, which will easily clear my angry.
Fair enough. Who are you passing on that on to?
I will pass that to Mithra.
I grew closer to the team. I grew closer to Andy.
okay. I will mark influence for that now. I didn't have
Yeah.
it before, so
Oh, did you have influence on me already?
I did not. So
Okay.
Alrighty. And who are you passing that on to?
I'll pass on to Danny.
Danny is going to grow closer to Celine.
Oh.
You were rescue buddies.
Yay! There we go, get influence back over you. And to be honest, I think it's going to be back the same way. Celine's going to grow closer to Amalgam. Just because Danny showed a surprising level of versatility, competence, and calm under pressure.
That's how to do it.
After last session where Celine was like, you're all a bunch of fucking children, all of a sudden it was like, we gotta go and save the himbo, quick.
That's my himbo.
So do you have influence over Celine already, or?
Let me just check. Do I have influence? I do not.
There you go, well I enjoy that.
I think some was lost because everybody hated Celine for going off on.
Oh, I went off the fucking deep
Yeah.
end last session.
Yeah.
yeah.
I tried to
gonna
But in
lie,
a really
though.
hilarious way.
Kinda liked it.
You told Mithra to throw you or something, and she was
Yeah.
like, "Okay, sure." And then everyone was like, "No, don't." And then she was like, "But what am I? Oh, do you want me to throw you still? I'll catch you, I guess."
Not gonna
What do
lie,
you want?
that conflict was hilarious.
It was such
Yes,
an
it
awkward.
was.
It was
It
most
an
awkward
mess
conversation.
there.
What do you want? What do you want?
That's a sit back and make some popcorn and just watch this train wreck.
It was in fact an absolute train wreck, but it was great.
Yeah, no, I loved it.
Oh dear.
These were the shitty teens I was waiting for.
Wonderful. Cool.
If you haven't noticed, even some of the student body makes terrible decisions.
You don't say.
I think there's terrible decisions, and then there is what you had that poor guy do.
I mean, that's a very stupid PC thing to do. Let's be real. Maybe we're
Mhm.
slightly more prepared, but that is a PC decision. Let's be real.
It's true.
I guess.
Freedom House is not made up of the smartest people, my dudes. They have Echo, who is wasn't part of this. He's always 30 minutes late to everything, which is extremely weird because he has temporal powers.
That's a new.
Okay.
New move.
Hmm.
He always shows up late, constantly. Like, you'll be walking down a hallway and you'll see him run by because he's late, and then you'll see him running by even later.
So he's.
He is a living echo.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
I love this guy already.
poor guy.
And then there's Strong Lad, who physically would give even poor Mithra a run for her money on strength, but he's just struggling academically.
He's even more of a himbo than Salvo.
Yes.
Wow. So I am in that case your himbo as opposed to the other himbo.
We have more than one. We can afford to lease them out.
There is an entire mathlete squad trying to get Mikey through this school year. Poor Mikey Norton. Strong Lad.
It's entire teams, and they're still not.
Not quite there.
Amazing. All right. Well, my guys, I'm gonna do me asleep.
Same here.
Okay.
Not a problem. I
Oh,
enjoyed the
yeah.
game. I hope you guys enjoyed the game. Let me know
Yeah,
if there
it
was
was good.
anything.
I
you think
did
was-
I
enjoy.
enjoyed it. This is fun.
Enjoyment happened.